on the heels of Lord of the Rings is an assignment that I've put together, and I'm calling it Twilight. And you're going to follow the Lord of the Rings format exactly. So I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but what you should do while you're working through this assignment is pull up the Lord of the Rings movies, but work on your own project. I'm choosing to do the Twilight saga. If you remember, Lord of the Rings was about 3. You're looking for some kind of a saga. I don't know, Star Trek or Twilight, the Twilight saga. But you're looking for at least 3 movies, or maybe you would prefer to have albums from a band. That would work as well. Something that I can apply my rubric to. And the first thing that you would go and do is get your pictures. So you're going to need, up at the top, at least 3 pictures. And then I've got something that's representative. Instead of the ring, I've got an apple that takes you to the official website. I went online, I got all of my information there. I just copy-pasted. I'm okay with that. If I let you do it, it's not cheating. And you've got a little synopsis of each of your movies. I went online, I got the banners, I resized everything in Photoshop. I've got all of the pictures there, all of the movies, and then I've got my email link. In addition, if you remember, we've got the wrapper, and then behind that, we've got the background. So when I press F12 to get into it, and if I expand, you can see my wrapper behind there. I'll make it smaller and it contracts. So that's what we want. We want to have the wrapper and everything contained in there. I've also got my links are colored. I've got link color, hover over, visited. If I go back, it will change color. And I've got a few links, not necessarily out to New Zealand. This time I've got Summit Entertainment, Twilight series novels, the actors. That would be enough. So that's what mine ends up looking like. So first of all, find your information, the text that you're going to use, and create a little text, info.txt. There's mine. I'll exit from that. Now get your pictures, make them all the same size, and save them in a folder mine's called Twilight, and then I've got my graphics inside that folder. And they're all the same size. Mine are 200 by 288. That's exactly the same size as the Lord of the Rings. Scroll down. Instead of the ring, I've got my apple, 132 by 96. Again, that's the same as the ring picture. Here's my banners, and they are 680 by 153. And follow the Lord of the Rings movies exactly. It will make life an awful lot easier for you. Then when you're finished, before you even start, remember, please do define your site so that when you look over here, we see Twilight, and I've got everything involved in your site. I don't want to see desktop, I don't want to see anything else, because that's not proper definition of a site. If you loaded that up line, it wouldn't work. So I can't pass you. And if you forget how to do that, go to the top of the page in the website, and there will always be a link to remind you how to define your site. So this is what you're aiming to do. Good luck.